is an information and news program brought to you by Boyd County High School journalism class, and this is our very first episode.
Really, Garrett?
Really, Isaac?
The first? The very first?
The very first, Isaac. The inaugural episode. Big words show you up. It's good to know.
So what are we doing here?
They said they need a reasonably intelligent people with pretty faces to introduce stories.
So what are we doing here?
Are you finished?
I am.
Finally! Let's get on to our first story. Boyd County High School is rich in tradition. One of our newer and more popular traditions is our annual Poetry Out Loud school competition. This year's competition was evidence that Poetry Out Loud at Boyd County isn't going anywhere anytime soon. The competition is becoming more and more intense, and our theater was packed this year with more than 400 students. We also saw our first tie. Here, with more on Poetry Out Loud, is the Aurora reporter, Chantel McKenzie.
Thanks, Garrett. I'm here in the auditorium at Boyd County High School. This beautiful facility has already been home to class meetings, church services, and talent shows. But this year, one of the biggest crowds the theater has ever hosted was privileged to witness the state's best school poetry recitation competition. Boyd County's Poetry Out Loud final round was well received by more than 400 students who watched the event. They were treated to the most competitive contest to date as we saw our first tie for first place. Here are just a few highlights from Poetry Out Loud 2015.
I would too, but I'm not a poet. I'm a songwriter. So it's similar, but it's not the same. But I have been performing for over 30 years, so I can give you performance tips. I know you're going to be standing there in front of the microphone reciting your poem, but there's a whole lot you can do with that. There's a whole lot you can do with your face, just depending on how much you want to put into your poem.
The fences of our own backyards, and I've stood amazed by the one slow winged, the endless dihedral drift. But I had never seen so many so close. Hundreds. Every limb.
Old gate does the lady wait, her own true love's returning. But the days go by, and the lilacs die, and trembling birds seek cover. Yet the lady stands with
its own pretty flower. Like such a blind and senseless tree as I've imagined this to be, all envious persons are. With care and culture, all may find some pretty flower in their own mind, some talent that is rare.
You have to love me. I gave you life.
After losing the land and being of the sun, we saw talking about you. Smiles began to brighten our faces. We laughed a lot at our own mess. And it's became beautiful to meet ourselves in Charlotte. Faces.
To the Brooks guy who said the poem, I want to kiss you on the mouth.
Everybody, we're about to take a selfie. Get in this guy right here.
Mrs. Carrie Fitch has been the sponsor and organizer of Poetry Out Loud for many years. She was gracious enough to give us her insights.
Poetry is so different from narrative because it's shorter. It's not as long. Sometimes students don't like to take the time to read something lengthy, but they can get a lot of emotion from a poem.
Turns out so long, stone breaks the century, paper covers the stone.
Poetry Out Loud has some surface benefits, just, there's the chance for prize money, but in the classroom, students gain confidence to address the page that they might not have had otherwise. They're not presenting their own work, they're just selecting work of someone else to present, and that takes some of the pressure off of them.
Stone breaks the scissors, paper covers the stone.
Poetry Out Loud shows students that there's more to poetry than just dead ink on paper. Poetry Out Loud brings it alive, and they can hear the emotion, they can hear how the poem is meant to be read and recited.
Sometimes you think you're right, and it turns out so wrong. Stone breaks the scissors.
Poetry Out Loud is just going to keep getting bigger. The competition's going to keep getting stiffer each year, and it's really neat to watch the students bloom and flourish each year as they come in and do their different poems, and we see students come back the next year, and it's just going to keep getting better.
There's been a dynasty of sorts here at Boyd County as senior Gabby Thompson has been the school champion and thus moved on to the state competition 4 years in a row. Her junior year, she won the state competition and moved on to represent Kentucky in the national competition. After a tiebreaker, she emerged champion again, this year, her senior year.
Choosing a poem is kind of difficult with the way that the Poetry Out Loud website is set up. It's really counterintuitive and not really good. I guess first I would start with, what are the required categories based on the rules, and then it's not very efficient. I just read through every single one of them until I find one that really resonates with me. I don't know, like, if I can relate it to a personal part of my life, that is normally a good indication that this is a poem that I could do and I could do well. So if it makes me think of like family or a very specific memory or anything that you can sort of tangibly attach to it is, I think, the best way to pick one. So. As far as practice goes, there's not, everybody does different things. I just kind of go for like the straight up look in the mirror and rehearse it again and again and again. I'll do it line by line, and if I mess up a line, I'll just go back to the very beginning and repeat it, because rote memorization is, for me, the easiest thing. Well, how do I deal with nerves? It's kind of funny. I get really, really worked up if I don't consciously force myself to like deep breathe. I'm a really anxious person, so I feel like I don't necessarily look like I do, but my heart beats at like just 100 miles per minute. It's so scary, but yeah. I don't know, once you're up there, for me, I just kind of blank out and go to like this empty headspace, and I don't even think about anything except the rhythm of my breathing. And otherwise, I don't know, it's just hard. The best piece of advice I can give is remember to breathe. It's very stressful, but if you let that get to you, then you'll get up there, and the line that you know won't come, and that's happened to me before. That happened to me this year. It's very embarrassing, but I guess also remember that even if that does happen, life moves on. If you have another poem to do it. Nobody will remember it in a few years. You're fine. So.
Poetry Out Loud just keeps getting better and better at Boyd County. We can't wait to see what next year brings. Isaac, Garrett.
Once upon a time, I caught a little rhyme. Sat on the floor, but ran out the door.
Isaac, what are you doing?
I chased it on my bicycle, but it melted to an icicle. I scooped up my hat, but it turned into a cat. Yes.
Catch a little rhyme? Really? Why are you practicing this again? We graduated this year. We can't come back and compete.
Oh, maybe I can just recite it for you and for them.
Maybe you can, bud. Maybe you can.
Yeah. Okay, don't we have a story to intro? Or?
We, Isaac?
You want me to? Okay, I got this.
No, you don't. We wanted to shine some light on our seniors who have received some pretty prestigious awards and scholarships and talk to them about their plans and goals.
So is this story titled People Smarter Than Garrett Burton?
Why do you have to insult my intelligence on the air?
It's easier than memorizing poetry, so.
Oh wow, that was a good one. And what was your ACT score again?
Anyways, so what was this thing about? Full rides, pockets full of cash, or something like that?
Yes, some of our seniors have been doing great things academically and for our community. So we are here to recognize them for their achievements inside and outside of school.
Congratulations to these and all others who have worked hard to receive these awards.
It's great that we have so many people showing early signs of success. You guys make us proud.
You know, Garrett, I like to make you proud.
You make me proud? And how are you going to do that? No, Isaac.
You've introduced every story. I got this.
Isaac, this is a very important broadcast. I think things have been going fine just the way we've been doing it. You just stand there and look pretty, and I'll do all the hard work.
Well, I have the pretty part down. You need some practice there, so step aside.
Alright, big boy, here you go. Here's your moment. Shine, Isaac, shine.
I'm gonna need a new set, and help with wardrobe, please. If you've ever found yourself wandering into the northwest wing of beautiful Boyd County High School, chances are you have heard the melodious musings of one of our musical patrons of pride. Perhaps it's the sensational and sonorous sounds of the jazz band meticulously rehearsing, or one of our choirs in pitch-perfect 6-part harmony. Or you could be drifted away by the infectious and mesmerizing music from our incredible concert band. This is all thanks in no small part to our 3 All-Staters in choir and band. Here is their special highlight segment.
Well, that's the show. I'm Garrett Burton.
I'm Isaac Disney.
You guys have a great summer.
Congratulations, seniors, and have a great life. Congratulations to these and all others who have worked hard to receive these awards.
That's so... Yeah.
A peacock! No, let me fly!
Good. Go read. We're not going to film now. Just figure out any changes you want to make in it, the way you say things.
and like when you're gonna really be over the top. Because there's a place for you to be over the
Oh,
top.
that actually hurts.
Read it.
Congratulations to these and all others who have worked very hard to receive these awards.
It's great that we have so many people showing early signs of success. You guys make us so proud.
You know, Garrett, I'd like to make you proud.
You make me proud. How are you gonna do that? Do that.
Linger, linger, linger.
No, don't linger me.
Continue staring.
No, Isaac.
You've introduced every story. I can do this.
Isaac, this is an important broadcast. I think things have been going fine the way we've been doing it. You just stand there and look pretty. I'll do the hard work.
Well, I have the pretty part down. You need some practice there, so step aside.
Gives up. All right, big boy.
Can you do your head that way when you say that?
I don't know if I can do that. All right, big boy. I don't know if I can do that.
Congratulations. Or you could be drifted away by the infectious and mesmerizing music from our incredible concert band. This is all thanks in no small part to our 3 all-stars.
Oh.